You probably recognize this. You're working on your computer and you're clicking through a lot of menus, searching for the correct one to press. And before you know it, you've lost time on tasks that you repeat dozens of times a day. But what if you could do those same actions without clicking, without searching for the right option, just using your keyboard? In this video, you'll discover what keyboard shortcuts are, where they come from, and which ones you really need to know to work more efficiently. Stay tuned, keep on watching. So, as mentioned, instead of clicking through menus, you can use keyboard shortcuts. They are combinations of keys that let you perform actions instantly. You're doing exactly the same thing, just faster and with less effort. That idea of keyboard shortcuts might seem new to you, but they're actually older than the mouse. Early computers didn't have graphical interfaces. No windows, no buttons, no icons. Everything was done using text and the keyboard. Because there was no mouse, everything was done with key combinations, and that's how these shortcuts were created. Fixed commands for actions. Now, a shortcut only works if you press the keys correctly, of course. Let's use the combination for copy as an example. First, you press and hold the Ctrl key. While holding it down, you tap the other key, in this case the C. And then you release both keys at the same time. So you don't just press them one after another, you make sure you have them pressed together. And the same principle applies to all keyboard shortcuts. And these shortcuts, as the name suggests, save time. But that's not all. They help you stay focused because your hands remain on the keyboard. And the same shortcuts work across many programs, word processors, browsers, spreadsheets, and even programming environments. So people who use shortcuts don't just work faster, but they work more efficiently and in a professional way. So let's start with the most important shortcuts, ones you can use every day. These are the 6th most used keyboard shortcuts. First, you can copy using Ctrl C. Then you can paste what you've copied with Ctrl V. Ctrl X cuts something. Ctrl A selects everything. Ctrl Z undoes something. And Ctrl S saves your current file. We'll have a look at how these work in practice in a minute with a few examples, but first something important to take note of. If you are a Mac user, so if you use a MacBook, an iMac, any Apple product, then you might notice that these keyboard shortcuts are a bit different for you. Because on a Mac, you most of the time don't use the Control key, but the Command key in keyboard shortcuts. So you don't use Ctrl C, but Command C, etc. Alright, now let's have a look at how these keyboard shortcuts work in practice. Okay, so the first keyboard shortcut I'm going to show you is the one where we can copy and paste really easily. So I have this website open, I have this text file open, and I want to copy this part on accommodations. So I will just swipe over it, drag the mouse to copy it. And what I would normally do is I would right click and I would select the copy command, right? Then I would go over to the different one and I would paste. There it is. Now I'm going to delete because you all know how this works. Going back to the website, and instead of using my mouse, I will just press Ctrl C and I press Ctrl V to paste it. A lot faster, you don't have to work with menus. So that is the basic, the Ctrl C, Ctrl copy, and the paste command. Moving right along, we're looking at how you can cut something from a piece of text. As you can see, I have a CV here, it's still blank, and I have profile, experience and education, and I would like my education to come before my experience, as it is chronologically. Now I could select education and then copy and paste it where I want it, but that would mean I would have it double, so I'd have to delete one of them. Now I'm not going to do that. I can use the menu saying I'm going to cut it, or I could use the keyboard shortcut that's here. So without the mouse, I press Ctrl X, it's cut, I make some room where I want it to end up, and again I will paste it with Ctrl V. And there it is, all with keyboard shortcuts, no menus needed. Another keyboard shortcut is to select everything that's within your open window. So instead of dragging the mouse, you can just hit Ctrl A, Ctrl All to select everything, as I've done on this website. Now on websites it's not always useful because you select the header and the footer as well. But Ctrl A, select all. Now the next awesome shortcut I use the most myself is when things go wrong. As you can see, at this moment I'm editing this video, but imagine that I do something that I don't want to do. What I want to do is move the body underneath my talking head. So I click on the body and I drag it away. But unfortunately I had selected the head instead of the body, so I dragged the head up. Now I have to put the head back in its original position, but I don't know exactly which position that was. Instead of searching, I can just hit Ctrl Z, which undoes everything I have just done. So I just take one step back. This is incredibly useful in all applications. And then the last keyboard shortcut of the 6th most used is Ctrl S or save. As you can see here, I have a document in Dutch and it's not saved yet, as you can see from the title. I could go and save it in a menu, but I can just hit Ctrl S and I will immediately get a window asking me where I want to save it. When I've saved it for the first time, I can just keep on hitting Ctrl S when I've changed something and it will automatically redo the save. So very useful not to lose any of your work. Moving on with the next batch of keyboard shortcuts. We have Ctrl F, which helps you find stuff. Ctrl N, which opens a new file or new window. Ctrl O, which opens an existing file or window. Ctrl T, which opens a new tab in your browser or other apps. Ctrl W, which closes the window you're in at the moment. And Ctrl P to print stuff. And then a special one, if you want to quickly switch between applications or programs that are running on your computer at that moment, you hit Alt Tab and you keep on hitting the Tab button until you reach the right window. Right, let's see those in action. For the next keyboard shortcuts, we will be having a look at a website that you will probably know, the one from this channel. The first shortcut we'll be using is how we're going to look for things, how to find things. And therefore the shortcut is very simple, it's Ctrl F, F for find. And you can see that there is a little bar at the bottom where we can type in what we want to find. Now I'm going to look for the word learning, and it may come to no surprise on my website, but there are 10 matches on this website. The next keyboard shortcut is if we want to quickly open a new window in our browser or in other programs a new file. We press Ctrl N and we open a new browser window here. I am going to close that, but maybe I just don't want a new window, I want a new tab. A new tab is Ctrl T and we open a new tab. If I want to close a tab or window, I use the shortcut Ctrl W, closing a window. Another one that really comes in handy is if I want to quickly print something, like print this web page. I press Ctrl P and I open the printing window where I can make further adjustments to see how it will roll out. I'm going to cancel this. There we are. And then a last keyboard shortcut which can really come in handy is how to quickly switch between the different apps, the different programs that you have open. And that is with Alt-Tab. And you can see I can very quickly with the Tab key switch between the different apps that I have open. And there it is. These are the most important keyboard shortcuts. So we've covered a lot of keyboard shortcuts today. Of course, you don't need to study them all at once. Pick 2 or 3 that you think you will use often and start using them consciously. Once they become automated, add new ones. Don't just learn shortcuts by reading them. You only learn them by actually using them. Remember, keyboard shortcuts aren't extras. They're not a nice to have, but they're a fundamental part of how computers work. They've been around longer than the mouse, and they're still the fastest way to interact with digital systems. So start small, but keep practicing, and you'll quickly notice how much time you save every day. That's the end of this video. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. You can find links to other videos on the channel or the channel itself. Be sure to keep on liking, keep on watching, and keep on subscribing. I will see you in our next video.